Who doesn't love butter? Who doesn't love butter? The average American, did you know, eats 6.3 pounds of butter every year.
And some of us bring up that average. Now, here's another question for you. Have you ever smelled burnt butter? It really doesn't smell that great. And the cleanup, not so great either. So for today's Throwback Thursday, Secrets of the Eastern Shore's Jim Duffy is here with a very special guest to tell us the story of the day in October of 1989 when 5 million pounds of butter went up in flames in Cambridge. Welcome, Jim, and we also want to welcome Ricky Travers. Thanks for being here this afternoon.
I'm glad to make it.
All right, so you were the second assistant chief back in 1989 on that very greasy, sticky, stinky day.
It didn't start out that way.
Yeah, it didn't start out that way, right? Okay, but we're going to have Jim set up the scene for us first.
All right. So it's a Monday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. A fire alarm goes off. Second alarm, third alarm, fourth, 9 alarm fire. 300 firefighters from, I think it's 17 different stations.
Wow.
Into Delaware. They're all coming in. It's a cold storage warehouse right off of Route 50 in the middle of the shopping center business district in Cambridge. That is on fire, and they have in there 5 million pounds of frozen refrigerated butter.
I'm sorry, how much?
5 million
5
pounds.
million pounds.
It's a small world. This was a U.S. government butter that was supposed to go to the Soviet Union and Poland in some sort of foreign relations gesture. Who knows how the Cambridge warehouse ended up winning this contract, but they did. So it all goes up. All these firefighters respond to now. It's Monday morning, busiest part of town. The road's closed. It's raining. It's foggy. Smoke from the fire. The only noise that you hear is like fire radios and firemen screaming. The Route 50 corridor in Cambridge looks like a complete war zone on this morning.
No kidding. So, Chief, second assistant chief at the time, no one was hurt seriously?
No, we had two minor injuries. One of them, I mean, a broken leg was major, but for intact with that amount of fire and that amount of companies, we were very, very blessed to only have 2 minor injuries in that fire.
Wow. And you were out there hour after hour, day after day, sloshing around in a mess, I guess.
The first round, we were out there nonstop for like 23 hours. And we started getting things a little bit more under control, but for the next 8 days, we were back and forth back there because of rekindles and things like that. It goes on.
This was a mess.
Yeah, it was. And I tell you, we didn't really realize how bad the mess was. We were concerned about the hazards of the ammonia gas in the refrigeration lines.
Right.
Because we knew how much ammonia was in the tanks, and should those ammonia release, and it gets the area, I mean, I've been in a situation where there's too much ammonia, you just, you can't breathe. It stops.
Yeah.
So we were concerned. We were starting to look at the winds and evacuate people downwind of this facility. We were blessed because the ammonia burnt in the fire. The ammonia, which is in the lines for refrigeration, was run by, moved by compressors, and those compressors had some seal leaks and some oil has passed by, creating an effect like natural gas when that ammonia was released.
Okay.
So it was like a gas-fed fire.
So it burned it off.
So it burned it off. We were blessed for that. But about, it must have been, the call came in around 1 in the morning, so I would say about 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, we were noticing this substance that was floating on the water. And we were, somebody was slipping and falling over here and over there. We couldn't put it together, and then we started looking at it. Well, that butter had now melted, and it was throughout the facility. And that was causing much problems, not only being like butter or oil in a frying pan, it would reignite, or it would ignite when it gets too hot.
Yeah.
Well, it was hot in there. Hence, and then when you flow the water in on it, it would then attach itself to the water, and that water was moving out of the building because it wouldn't stay in. And now it's all covering the ground around it. It's covering the hose. It's covering the firefighters. So,
Oh my goodness.
and we really didn't realize, we thought it was just a mess until a couple days later when we were still doing rekindles and a guy's pants leg flashed,
Lit off.
lit off.
Oh my
Then we
goodness.
realized that, hey, well, wait a minute. We need to get gear and we need to get it right away because we were trying to steam clean
That
it
taken care of.
and it didn't work.
Chief, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. Jim, thank you again. And we are out of time. We've got to go. But let me ask real quick. You were a young firefighter at the time. You got 2 boys that are firefighters now.
4 boys.
4 boys now. All 4 firefighters?
All boys firefighters.
You got rookies coming up. You got newbies. You got cadets. Anybody thinking about it, what would you say to them?
I would tell them to know your area.
Yeah.
Don't think that, oh, well, it's just food in there. It's not a problem. It won't cause me a problem. Similar to what Seaford had yesterday.
Right.
Oh, this is just a farm supply place. Well, it was a farm supply place with a lot of chemicals.
Yeah.
And those chemicals had reactions, and hence it was off to the races.
Situational awareness. Pay attention.
Fellas,
Pay
thank you so
attention.
much. Interesting story. Had never heard about that before.
Neither.